Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Anna from the Coaster Authority here today with a review of Great Bear at Hersheypark. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to never miss an upload from me and Noah. Now without any further ado, let's hop right on into it. Great Bear is a roller coaster built by B&M, which opened to the public on May 23rd, 1998. It is a terrain coaster, which means that despite only having a height of 90 feet, it has a drop of 124 feet. It reaches speeds of up to 58 miles per hour, has 4 inversions, and has 2,800 feet of track. Its entrance is located by the Kissing Tower Hill, but the ride course takes place in the hollow section of the park. The ride starts off by directly going out of the station and into a 90-foot tall lift hill. One thing that's really interesting about Great Bear that I don't think any other inverts have, just Great Bear, is that right after the lift hill, instead of going straight into like a curved drop, it actually goes into a full helix, a 360-degree helix. And then after the helix, it does a straight drop of 124 feet. And after the drop, it goes directly into a 100-foot tall vertical loop, and then straight into an Immelman right next to the water. After the Immelman, the ride goes through a 0G roll, and then takes a sharp turn to the left, again over the water, and then goes into a corkscrew. Following that, there's a turn to the right, and then into the brakes. So it is a pretty short ride compared to most inverts, as the track length is only 2,800 feet long, and has a lot less inversions than like the Batman clones or Afterburn, Alpengeist, or any other invert, because it only has 4, but it does still feel like a good and complete ride overall. Some things that Great Bear do especially well, I guess all inverts do this well because of their design, but especially Great Bear does well, is the whippiness on the inversions and the positive Gs. When you're on those inversions, you can really feel the whip. Luckily there's no head banging, but especially on the 0G roll and the corkscrew, they really took me by surprise. They're like really surprisingly whippy, and the positive Gs throughout the ride are really insane. I've been on a bunch of inverts, I think 8 in total, but I've been on 4 Batman the Ride clones, including the one at Great Adventure and the 3 in Texas, as well as Alpengeist, Afterburn, and Flight Deck at California's Great America. And Great Bear, I think I'd place it probably towards the middle of the pack. It's not as intense as the Batman clones, but then again, those are known for being extremely intense. But I would argue that it's pretty similar to maybe Alpengeist, because Alpengeist is the largest invert and it has some really big elements. Besides the Cobra Roll in Alpengeist, I think it's whippier than Alpengeist overall. Now, inverts are not really my favorite model or type of coaster, but I can definitely respect and appreciate those people who really enjoy inverts. So because of that, I don't have Great Bear ranked super highly in the park's lineup. Of the big six I like to call it, of Skyrush, Wildcat's Revenge, Stormrunner, Fahrenheit and Candemonium, and Great Bear, I would probably rank it last. But that's just me. I know a lot of people who would rank it above Fahrenheit or maybe Candemonium or Stormrunner, but I personally have it 6th, though I could definitely see it. I have Fahrenheit as number 5. I could definitely see them being interchangeable for me. I also don't like Skyrush as much as a lot of people, so I have my top 6 at Hershey is Stormrunner, Wildcat, Skyrush, Candemonium, or I think Skyrush and Candemonium flip-flop for me a lot of times. And then I have Fahrenheit and Great Bear. I can definitely see how those two can be swapped as well, and especially Skyrush and Candemonium, or how Skyrush can be someone's number 1. But personally, Skyrush and Great Bear are not really my type of rides, which is funny because they're both really, really intense. And I love Intimidator 305. That also could be home park bias, again, because King's Dominion is my home park. But I just don't like inverts in general as much as a lot of people do. So overall, for a score out of 10, I think I would give Great Bear a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 because, again, it is a little bit of a short ride, and also it's just not my taste, and besides, it's not meant to be like the big, thrilling, like, headliner of the park, because it's just to be an invert after all. So, like, it's not meant to take place of, like, Skyrush or Wildcat's Revenge. It does what it's meant to do in the park, being the inverted coaster, and I think it does it very well. So I think 7 out of 10 is a reasonable score for Great Bear. But anyways, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Great Bear and how it ranks against your other inverts or against the coasters at Hersheypark. And I will post some more videos soon about the other coasters in Hersheypark, so stay tuned for those. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye!